"Can I believe my ears?" cried the Marquise. "I will read you the letter containing the accusation at least," said Villefort. Quote, "The king's attorney is informed by a friend of the throne and the religious institutions of his country that one named Edmond Dantès, mate of the ship Pharaon, this day arrived from Smyrna after having touched at Naples at Port Farragut, has been the bearer of a letter from Murat to the usurper, again taken charge of another letter from the usurper to the Bonapartist club in Paris. Ample corroboration of this statement may be obtained arresting the above-mentioned Edmond Dantès, who either carries the letter for Paris about with him or has it at his father's abode. Should it not be found in the possession of father or son, then it will assuredly be discovered in the cabin belonging to the said Dantès on board the Pharaon." "But," said Renée, "this letter, which, after all, but is an anonymous scrawl, is not even addressed to you, but to the king's attorney." "True, but that gentleman being absent, his secretary, by his orders, opened his letters. Thinking this one of importance, he sent for me, but not finding me, took upon himself to give the necessary orders for arresting the accused party." Okay, hold on. So I think an episode or two ago, I had mistakenly said that Villefort was the king's attorney. But in that last passage here, Renée is saying it's not even addressed to you. It's addressed to the king's attorney. And Villefort being like, yeah, right, okay, fine, but that guy's gone. And his secretary, so Villefort's not even the secretary, opened this thing that was addressed to him, and the secretary sent the cops to go pick up Dantès. So I guess Villefort just kind of has king's attorney in his eye. Wow. Okay, so many people are like, the downfall of Dantès. Who knew so many things could be tied to one person? The downfall of Dantès, because we haven't talked about it in a while, means that Danglars becomes captain of the Pharaon, that Fernand becomes the betrothed of Mercedes. I know that's not exactly true, but in his mind it is. And that Dantès is going to prove to be the case upon which Villefort can make his claim for the king's attorney. Well, I don't know. I feel like I'm jumping to conclusions there a little bit, but he's basically stating in this chapter, like, I want the big case. The king already has me in his favor. This is, to me, this is me, Landon, speaking now. To me, this is saying, that in his mind, this is going to be exactly what I need to position myself as next in line for the king's attorney. Does the king have multiple attorneys? That's a question I'll never get the answer to. Oh, and, okay, listen, just a personal note. I think in an earlier chapter, I called him Murat, and I've since learned his name is Murat. You know what? This is gonna be a huge learning and experiment in acceptance for me, because the second I learn those things, I'm like, well, I sounded like a fucking idiot on that previous episode, and now it's out there forever. And I've done that even in this chapter. The Marquis, the Marquise, the Marquise. What the fuck am I doing? Folks, listen, I'm not perfect, and I have to accept that. It's hard for me, and I hope you will accept this nonsense and my foibles sooner than I can. Just know that whatever criticism you're about to put into Apple Podcast reviews, I've already given to myself. So, like, why even put them there? Why even put them there? All right, what am I doing? This is all I got for today. I'll see you tomorrow for the penultimate episode of Chapter 6. Okay, bye. The Countdown of Monte Cristo is part of the Gruntwork Podcast Network. This show is produced, edited, and hosted by Landon Solano. The original text of The Count of Monte Cristo by Alexander Dumas. Theme song by Magic Solo. If you want to support the show and others like it, visit patreon.com/gruntworkpod. Thank you for listening. See you tomorrow.